The Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Lemselem, congratulated Mohammed Al Yamahi on his election as Speaker of the Arab Parliament. The Speaker expressed sincere congratulations and best wishes to Al Yamahi, pointing out that his election reflects the confidence he receives from his colleagues due to his experience, competence and contributions at the Emirati and Arab parliamentary levels. He affirmed the support of the Bahraini Representatives Council and its keenness to enhance effective cooperation with the Arab Parliament in order to achieve the desired goals and to strengthen Arab parliamentary diplomacy in regional and international forums. The Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Lemselem, congratulated the Speaker of the Federal National Council of the UAE, Sigir Ghabash, on the occasion of the election of Mohammed Al Yamahi as Speaker of the Arab Parliament. He affirmed that the election of Al Yamahi reflects the wide parliamentary confidence and high status of the UAE. The chairman of the Shura Council, Ali Al-Saleh, congratulated Mohammed Al Yamahi on his election as Speaker of the Arab Parliament. He praised the role played by Al Yamahi during his past session of the Arab Parliament and praised the role and responsibilities of the Arab Parliament and its continuous efforts to consolidate Arab parliamentary vision towards various issues and topics and enhance the paths of cooperation and coordination between the parliamentary and legislative councils in Arab countries. The Arab Parliamentary held the first procedural session of the first session of the fourth legislative term at the headquarters of the General Secretariat of the Arab League in Egypt. The Arab Parliament elected Mohammed Al Yamahi from the UAE as Speaker of the Parliament and also elected the heads of the standing committees and their deputies. MP Mamdouh Al-Saleh and MP Dr. Hisham Al-Ashiri participated in the first procedural session of the first session of the fourth legislative term of the Arab Parliament. Al-Saleh participated in the Social, Educational and Cultural Affairs, Women and Youth Committee, while Al-Ashiri participated in the Legislative, Legal and Human Rights Committee. Al-Saleh and Al-Ashiri praised the Parliament's support for the Arab Parliament's work and strengthening its role in regional and international parliamentary forums and supporting and serving Arab causes. The Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, delivered a statement on the Development Committee on behalf of the Arab Group countries and the Maldives, represented by the Kingdom of Bahrain at the 110th meeting of the World Bank's Development Committee as part of the annual meeting of the World Bank and the IMF in Washington. He emphasized the importance of unifying all international efforts and continuing to build on the international cooperation to support the realization of sustainable development goals. He praised the role played by the World Bank in launching initiatives that contribute to achieving prosperity and development for all countries and peoples around the world. The minister noted the importance of continuing to introduce innovative financing solutions and initiatives and aligning them with the basic requirements for economic growth, as well as encouraging private sector investments and providing an environment conducive to their growth. He also emphasized the importance of the additional financial support provided by the World Bank to the Gaza West Bank Trust Fund during the past year. The minister pointed out the importance of the World Bank Group continuing to expand its support to the Palestinian Authority for an immediate emergency response and the need for similar support from the World Bank to Lebanon given the circumstances it is going through. He affirmed Bahrain's support for all regional and international efforts to establish peace and avoid a further tension and conflict to enhance the paths of development and prosperity. The Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, delivered a speech at the ministerial meeting with the IMF in the presence of the Managing Director of the IMF, Kristalina Georgievna, under the theme The Fund of the Future, with the participation of the CVB Governor Khalid Hamidan and officials as part of the annual meeting of the IMF and the World Bank in Washington. The minister stressed the importance of strengthening joint international cooperation and unifying all efforts aimed at accelerating the pace of economic growth, supporting the green economy, and keeping pace with the latest technological advancement in order to achieve the desired goals. He pointed to the Kingdom of Bahrain's keenness to continue diversifying the economic base and building a more resilient economy in line with the objectives of the comprehensive development process under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The minister referred to the important role played by the IMF and the World Bank, stressing the importance of activating these institutions by enhancing joint cooperation and doubling efforts to achieve sustainable economic growth. He also emphasized the importance of activating the fund's role in addressing the challenges of climate change and supporting emerging markets and developing countries. He pointed out the importance of unifying efforts to reduce conflicts in order to support peace and prosperity from the present and the future generations. The Minister of Labour, Jamil Hmeidan, paid a visit to Babco Refining Company, where he praised its pioneering steps in the development of the energy sector. Hmeidan was briefed on the company's experience in attracting national labour, praising its pioneering experience in relying on national labour due to their professional competence in managing and operating various production processes, in addition to the company's excellence in sustaining the policy of training and professional qualification of Bahraini human resources. The minister pointed out that thanks to the government's policy of qualitative vocational training for citizens, and the Ministry of Labour in cooperation with Temkeen continues to prepare and qualify national human resources with the aim of integrating them into various productive sectors. The Minister of Sustainable Development and Chief Executive of the Bahrain Economic Development Board, Noor bint Ali Al Khlaif, participated in a panel discussion titled Human Capital, the Cornerstone of Economic Growth, as part of a side event organized by the GCC General Secretariat and the World Bank. The discussion was held on the sidelines of the 2024 annual meetings of the World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund in Washington, D.C. During the session, Al Khlaif emphasized the importance of Bahrain places on investing in human capital, recognizing it as an engine for sustainable economic growth and development, and its commitment to creating high-quality jobs, ensuring that Bahrainis are positioned as the first choice in the labor market, in line with Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030 and the Economic Recovery Plan. She noted that these strategic investments have positively impacted Bahrain's ranking in relevant global indicators, including the country's ranking as second in the Arab world on the World Bank's Human Capital Index, which reflects Bahrain's commitment to skill development to support sustainable economic growth and advancing development. Al Khlaif also highlighted the significant impact of human capital development on innovation and digital transformation, which contributes to enhancing productivity and economic growth. She emphasized Bahrain's active approach in aligning workforce development with the current and future needs of the labor market. The Minister of Tourism, Fatma Al-Sayrifi, held a meeting with the President of MCI Group, Jurian Gistar, on the sidelines of her participation in the 63rd Congress of the International Meeting and Convention Association, IMCA, in the UAE. The meeting came to discuss further cooperation to attract major international events to the Kingdom of Bahrain and develop the meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibition sectors in the Kingdom. The meeting reviewed the latest developments of the recently concluded Memorandum of Understanding between Exhibition World Bahrain and MCI Middle East and discussed ways to build on it to enhance joint cooperation, where both parties emphasized the importance of utilizing innovative strategies in event management to target a larger segment of visitors from the region and beyond, thus enhancing the Kingdom's position as a leading destination in hosting major international events, several promising economic sectors in line with the objectives of Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030 and Tourism Strategy 2022 to 2026. The Minister of Education and head of the 2024 International School Games Organizing Committee, Dr. Mohammed bin Mbarak Jum'a, welcomed Acting President of the International School Sports Federation ISF, Yusuf Bilqasmi. The minister commended the ISF's efforts in promoting school sports and providing opportunities for students to compete across various disciplines, affirming Bahrain's commitment to hosting an exceptional event. Bilqasmi expressed gratitude for Bahrain's warm hospitality and noted that the 2024 School Games would be the largest to date, with unprecedented participation from numerous countries and federations. The activities of the ISF Bahrain 2024 continues its second day, which witnessed the historic participation of more than 5,500 students representing 80 school federations from 71 countries. The event is one of the most important school sports events in the international arena and includes a wide range of physical and mental sports. The second day witnessed strong competitions among students, in addition to a number of other competitions in many sports halls in the kingdom. The tournament aims to provide an environment that combines sports and education by providing opportunities for all students and youth to empower themselves and promote healthy lifestyle for present and future generations. Students from around the world are participating in swimming competitions at the ISF Bahrain 2024 held at the Bahrain Swimming Federation swimming pool in Khalifa Sports City. Students are participating in separate competitions for male and female teams in various swimming races in terms of distance of up to 400 meters and are currently led by Hong Kong with 3 gold medals. The 3x3 basketball competitions kicked off as part of the ISF Bahrain 2024, with the teams playing several matches on the outdoor courts at Isa Sports City. The day is full of strong basketball competitions in which Bahraini participation stands out in the framework of strengthening the national sports presence and raising the kingdom's flag in the international school competition. The Kingdom of Bahrain students participating in the competitions increased their kingdom's medal tally on the second day of the ISF School Games Bahrain 2024. In the sport of karate, Bahraini students were able to win 6 medals, including a gold, a silver, and 4 bronze medals. This continues the honorable presence of the Bahraini school teams, which were able to win many medals during the first day of this major sporting event. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning announced the conversion of the authorization for bank account inquiry service to an electronic one, dedicated to calculating the income of citizens with self-employment and commercial records before applying for housing services. The Supreme Council for Environment (SCE) held the Youth Water Sustainability Forum aimed at raising environmental awareness among Bahraini youth and highlighting the importance of water resource sustainability. Speaking at the forum, Director of Communication and Environmental Awareness Directorate at SCE, Amna Hamad al-Rumehi, stressed the significance of youth involvement in national efforts to protect natural resources and safeguard Bahrain's water supply. She commended Bahraini youth for their contributions to the kingdom's development and progress and added that the national campaign promotes environmental awareness and encourages both individuals and organizations to adopt water-saving practices that align with sustainability principles. The campaign also seeks to inspire innovation and creative solutions for water recycling, contributing to broader sustainability objectives. The Parliamentary Division of the Kingdom of Bahrain, headed by the Second Deputy Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Qarata, and in the presence of Shura Council member Talal al-Manna'i, met with a number of parliamentary delegations participating in the ASEAN Parliamentary Assembly meeting in Laos. During the meeting, they discussed ways to enhancing parliamentary relations between Bahrain and the ASEAN countries, in addition to exchanging views on regional and international issues of common interest. Participating delegations from ASEAN parliaments praised the initiative of His Majesty the King to hold an international peace conference in the Middle East, which aims at enhancing stability and security in the region, praising Bahrain's role in supporting international efforts to achieve peace. The UAE Embassy to the Kingdom of Bahrain organized an investment promotion forum between the UAE and Bahrain and the presence of the UAE ambassador to the kingdom, with the participation of representatives of private companies and major investors. More in this report.
Promoting investment between the UAE and Bahrain Forum comes in light of the distinguished relations between the two brotherly countries in all fields, as it is a platform that allows exploring new horizons to drive economic growth and achieve mutual benefits in the economic field. This investment forum aims to promote and support investment in the UAE and Bahrain, as well as introduce the investment facilities and incentives offered by the two countries to all investors, in addition to introducing all the new opportunities available to the private sector, and contributes to supporting investment incentives for all the UAE companies and those present in the Kingdom of Bahrain. This forum presented many valuable opportunities, especially in priority sectors that keep pace with the modern global trends of investment in the fields of knowledge development, innovation, modern technology, artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and others, which contributes to the strengthening and growth of relations between Bahrain and the UAE at all levels.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemned the recent military action targeting Iran, expressing deep concern over the escalating tensions and ongoing military conflicts in the Middle East. The ministry warned of the serious repercussions on innocent civilians and the worsening of the humanitarian crisis in the region. It reiterated Bahrain's call for the international community to take responsibility for ensuring a comprehensive, immediate, and lasting ceasefire in the region, urging all involved parties to exercise restraint and prioritize de-escalation efforts to prevent further spread of war and conflict. stressed the need to revive peace negotiations to achieve regional security and stability, supporting the right of all peoples in the region to live in safety, peace and prosperity. The ministry also called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and Lebanon, emphasizing the importance of protecting civilians and the safe return of displaced individuals. It urged the release of hostages and detainees, the delivery of humanitarian aid and full implementation of relevant UN Security Council resolutions regarding Gaza. The ministry said that Bahrain called for adherence to Security Council Resolution 1701 on Lebanon, compliance with the Ta'if Agreement and an end to the cycle of violence and escalation to maintain peace and security in the Middle East and the world.